April 25, Premier's beta will be launched, and it is huge. It's actually extremely important for the next step of competitive Valorant for the average player like you and me. Now, to be fair, if you really want to win or pop off, you can't be so average, but it is a fantastic system that's going to make Valorant a ton of fun for people who have that competitive blood. Now, I'm going to try my best to explain it, but if you really want, you can watch the trailer itself. They do a great job of explaining it, but there are a couple nuances here and there. You basically enroll, you compete, and then you can participate in a tournament. The requirements are actually extraordinarily light. You gotta verify using SMS, which makes a lot of sense. You just have to play one ranked placement ever during your Valorant account history, and then you need a team. Team can be 5 to 7 for substitutes, and one person will be the owner. It's literally that simple. Those are the only things. You're gonna end up enrolling by selecting a region, which is in which you'll play. I mean, wherever the majority of you guys live, whatever is the closest. It'll then determine your match schedule and put you into one of 20 divisions based on your average team's MMR, so you can queue with a wide variety of ranks. Then your team is basically ready to compete. You play up to 2 matches a week, so it's not too aggressive. I guess maybe hopefully weekends, and you can view the schedule as well as your map rotation. Each match earns you points. It's a point system which allows you to climb the ladder. Your Premier score determines whether you qualify for the playoff tournament, which is kind of the grand finale. You simply want to win as many games as possible in order to rack up those Premier scores in hopes to fight off in the qualifier. There's a ban map system which looks so sick, and then you get into a bracket tournament. The best thing of all is if you win, you actually get prizes. Literal prizes. And now that you understand the tournament, we can discuss just a little bit of why this is so important. If you lose, you can still fight for 3rd place, but that's kind of besides the point. The biggest point here is the future of Valorant has now exceeded most people's expectations. If anyone is eligible and anyone can compete, you basically try your best to rack up those points, get into a tournament, and they can start providing prizes. Imagine if they give VP or RR, or not VP, not RR, sorry, VP or Radianite, or any sort of skin, or just cooler and cooler cards, just to say, yeah, bragging rights. I'm sick. Look, I got this certain Premier title. People love this type of stuff, and it is so crucial for the health and longevity of Valorant. And what they did amazing is you don't have to be immortal to compete. Anyone can get a chance. Anyone can go in. You got a team, you got your friends, you want to try your best, go for it. Why not? It's actually, I feel it's really hyper competitive. Everyone will be trying their best, but it feels less bad than ranked because you're losing points as a team instead of your actual rank decreasing. It kind of got this really nice middle ground to it that seems exciting, fun, competitive, but you know, without being, I mean, it's sweaty, but without being too frustrating. There you go. Sweaty without the frustration. There you go. That's what I was trying to say. And I think this is absolutely fantastic. Now, they answer a bunch of Q&A questions on their site. So let's get into that. Starting from the top, the general. How long is the Premier Global Open Beta? April 25 to May 23. Enrollment period is April 25 to 28. Weekly matches start on April 29 to May 20. The playoff tournament is on May 21st. Is this the final version of Premier? The answer to that is this is a test version of Premier before we get into the full launch. We'll share more details around what changes you can expect when Premier releases later this year. For example, the beta is using a shorter schedule than what we have planned for launch, where Premier stages are designed to last the duration of the regular Valorant act, so a lot longer. Will anything transfer from beta? Match and team history will not transfer to the full Premier's release. Where do I find the Premier in the client? On launch, a full screen takeover will feature Premier. Homepage navigation should have Premier as an entry, second list under play. An explanation model will pop up when you visit the Premier Hub for the very first time. So it's a completely separate section of Valorant. What is the first tournament? On May 3rd, we'll be holding the test tournament in all zones. You can find it in your schedule. This is a technical test. We want to make sure our servers are ready for the playoff tournaments at the end of the open beta. The structure is the same as the playoff tournament, best of 1 with the consolation bracket, but this time all Premier teams are eligible to participate. This tournament does not impact your standings, Premier score, win-loss record, or eligibility for the playoff tournament. Winning the test tournament won't unlock any rewards. When will I get my rewards? You'll unlock your Premier Beta participation banner and title after completing your first Premier match by logging in on the next day. You'll unlock your Premier Beta Champions banner and title after winning the playoff tournament by logging in on the next day. Visit your collection to equip. Enrollment and zones. How do I become eligible for Premier? Well, we went over that. You need to have a team, SMS verification, and placements at some point in your account lifetime. Can anyone play in Premier Beta? Aside from eligibility requirements outlined above, anyone with a Valorant account in good standing is able to play during the Premier Beta period. What happens if I unverify my account? If you unverify your account, the client will warn you that you will not be able to play in the Premier until you go through the verification process again. I don't fully get this one. Why would you unverify? But anyways, only one number is allowed per account with a 6-month cooldown on used phone numbers. If you unlink a phone number from your account, you'll be unable to use a different number for the account for 6 months. You can relink the original number at any time with no lockout. In case you are unverified and are on a team already, you will not be kicked from your team, but you'll also be ineligible to actually queue. Can I join more than one team? No, only one team per account. Can I cancel team invites, remove teammates? Team owners may cancel team invites or remove team players from their team. Are there restrictions on who can be with a team? Nope, feel free to join a team with your bronze friends and your diamond friends. We'll find the best division in your team based on MMR and the top 5 players on your team. There are restrictions once you enroll your team. You'll be limited to only inviting other players who would not cause your team to change divisions. So let's say you kick a bronze, you have to invite a bronze. If inviting a player would cause your team change divisions, the team owner will see an error message when attempting to invite. This player is outside your team's skill range and cannot be invited. This means they don't want 7 people, let's say, playing in an immortal division, kicking one of them out and then bringing on a gold. That would mess up the divisions and balance of the game. If enrollment hasn't ended, you can unenroll your team and again open the invite to anyone you'd like. Just make sure to re-enroll before the cutoff time. Once the weekly matches begin, what can't I change on my team? Once the weekly matches begin, you will not be able to change rosters within reason. Only changes to rosters that will not affect the division will be permissible. Can I unenroll my entire team? If the team is enrolled, the enroll button converts to an unenroll button and your team will be able to opt out. How do I know which zone to choose? During the enrollment process, the team owner will select a zone. You'll see a recommendation based on the top 2 pods with the lowest average latency. Example, Central versus Texas. Latency is based on what the team owner, the only team member who can enroll the team, is ping. Players that choose zones with multiple pods should be match made as per our usual matchmaking heretics ping based. Can I change zones? You cannot edit your zone once your team is enrolled, but you can unenroll and re-enroll and select a new zone. If the team wants to unenroll in order to change zones, you'll have to first unenroll your team and redo the team enrollment process. My team missed enrollment. Can we still play? No, you will not be able to play if you miss the enrollment process. Can I add a new player to my team after the weekly matches have started? Yes, so long as the player being invited will not cause the team to change divisions. If a player would cause your team to change divisions, the team owner will see an error message. Okay, so similar to before. Can I cancel team invites / remove teammates? The team owner may cancel team invites or remove players from their team. Then there's the team hub. Where can I see my team's status? The Premier Hub and Team Tab both show your team's enrollment status. Where can I view the team standings? On the Standings tab, segregated by division, structured similarly to player leaderboards, but with the teams instead. Sectioned by if teams made the qualification cutoffs, and standings are updated when Premier matches are completed. Where can I view the match history? The match history tab shows it team level match history, where the individual game participation still appears in the player level match history. Team match history contains a way to view past tournament match brackets and final team standings. What is the difference between a party leader and a team owner? The team owner is able to invite players, customize team logo, promote another player to owner, and or delete the team entirely. They can also leave the team. If they do, team owner will be passed to the player that has been on the team the longest. So let's say you opt out as the owner and then the second player you invited has been on the team for 6 months or whatever, they get owner by default. The party leader gets the team into queue when ready to play a Premier match and is responsible for locking in the choices during the map, ban, or PNB in tournaments. Which is the pick and ban phase, by the way. PNB is pick and ban. The team owner doesn't have to be present in order for a team to play a Premier match. This one I'm not too sure because they say that the party leader is different than team owner. Got it. Matches and queuing. Where can I queue for my weekly matches? On the Premier Hub, there's a button that will take you directly to the Premier lobby. When the queue window is open, you'll be able to enter the queue when you have your party together. You can also go directly into the lobby using the play button in the top navigation, then clicking over the Premier tab. We highly encourage you to queue as early in the weekly window as possible, as doing so at the last minute may result in not being able to find a match. How do I know what map I am playing each match? The featured map for each match will be listed on the schedule in the Premier Hub to give you enough time to prepare. The tournament will use a map pick and ban system. See tournaments and matches section below. How fair is the matchmaking in Premier? You will only play against teams within your division, which means they are within a constant range of your MMR threshold. We will do our best to find a match against teams within your division and are close in performance at the point in time. Now, a little bit of a comment, it's not going to be perfect, but they are letting anyone play with anyone, so let's have a little bit of fun here. I do think they'll be a little bit skewed, but we'll see. What if a player in my party is displayed as ineligible to queue? Confirm the player is verified via SMS. Confirm all players have the same Premier team. Confirm player accounts are not restricted for disruptive behavior. What if my party is unable to queue? For any match, confirm the queue windows are open. Confirm the party has 5 eligible players. Confirm the roster is currently enrolled. For weekly matches, confirm your weekly match limit has not been reached. Oh, so up to 2 matches per week, it's a limit. Okay. For the tournament, confirm your roster has enough points to qualify for the tournament. Confirm the tournament limit has not been reached. How long can you expect for queues? We can expect most weekly matches to be made within 8 minutes at the maximum across the beta. If you end up waiting longer, please stay in queue, as leaving and requeuing will only increase the total time your team will have to wait. Ooh, so there might be some times. We expect tournament brackets to be made within 20 minutes at maximum. If you end up waiting longer, please stay in queue, as leaving and requeuing will increase your time. Oh, so you gotta be ready to wait, man. You gotta be ready. I've been waiting in queue a long time. Will my match still be fair? You may end up playing against teams with better performance in your respective division when waiting in longer queues, but you will always be playing teams in your division, so you should always have a fair chance at winning. All right, a little bit sidetrack, a little bit of a side dodge there. My team was queued and a match was never found. What gives? While it is highly unlikely your team will never find a match, there may be a rare instance where your team is literally the only team in queue. However, even if you exceed the max expected wait time, which is 8 minutes, please stay in queue, as you should get matched against the next team that joins. Also, as we said above, we highly encourage you to queue as early in the weekly window as possible, as doing so last minute may result in you not being able to find a match. Wow, dude, wow, that's a lot of info. Live matches. Are the rules different than standard competitive? Overtime rules are different and are as follows. The first team to win 12 rounds gains overtime priority. Team with overtime priority chooses starting side for overtime by voting using a simple majority of 5 players. Teams must win by 2. Every round, teams swap sides. If 2 sets of the overtime have been played, play 1 final round of sudden death. Sudden death side choice is whatever the team with overtime priority chooses during the overtime starting side choice phase. Wow, okay. What is the Premier score? Each match you play, you earn points towards your Premier score. Reach a high enough Premier score to qualify for the playoff tournament at the end of open beta. How do I accumulate points? Teams earn 100 points for a weekly match win and 25 points for a loss. Ooh, so the maximum you can earn per week is 200. Okay. Tournament matches do not award points. Tournaments and matches. What Premier score qualifies for a tournament? You need 375 points. This may be adjusted after the beta. Okay, so you need like 3 losses and 3 wins. Okay. Is there, or 4 wins in a row. Is there more than 1 winning team per division? Yes, all teams within a division that qualify for the tournament are matched into a bracket of up to 8 teams. Each bracket results in 1 winning team. What if my team misses the tournament queue window? You will not be able to participate in the tournament. What if my player in a party displayed as ineligible to the queue? Ensure the player meets eligibility requirements. What is the map pick and ban system? During the map pick and bans, teams take turns banning maps. All members on the team can vote on which map to ban, and the party leader locks in the team's choice. The process alternates between teams until a map is chosen. The team that did not choose the map then gets to choose if they'd like to attack or defend. Map pick and ban is only available in tournament matches. Can you pause a match, timeout, and strategize? We do not currently support pauses during Premier matches. How many teams are in the main bracket? A tournament bracket can have up to 8 teams in it and may start with as few as 5. What happens if I lose the main bracket? If your team loses in the main bracket, you'll be moved to the consolation bracket, where you can compete for 3rd place. And that's all the info you need to know about Premier. You can see all the sources down below.